What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement, baby. So a lot of comments been coming through, and a lot of guys been saying, who should we start and what should we do? If the Lakers are in the process of tanking. Now, I said in my last video, I believe that they're tanking only because from the rotation and the matchups that I see Luke Walton be putting out there, I cannot stress this enough to say that at the end of the day, he's either stubborn or he's in the process of tanking. That's the only two simple reasons of him not putting the matchups in according to our strength. So with that being said, I like to ask you guys, if the Lakers are in the process of tanking and we go with the youth. Now keep in mind we have at what? I think 6 young guys on our team. 6 or 5. I think it's 5, something like that. Anyway, who would you prefer starting if we decide to go with the youth? And I believe that Luke Walton already said on Laker Nation that he's going to give Zubac some more minutes. He's going to give the young guys more minutes. I think this goes in account based on the fact that if we continue to lose and we're basically pulling further out of the opportunity to get in the 8th spot, they most likely are going to try to, see where they're at and develop players. He came out and said that the reason why he don't start Jordan Clarkson and D'Angelo together because they experimented with it in the preseason. I think the guy Mike, I believe, that was there last year, something like that, said that it just didn't work out. So I understand that because they're both combo guards and they're both, like I said before, they're not point guards. And some of the fans, they try to stress it out. Oh no, DeAndre Russell's a point or JC's a point, whatever it may be. But they're not point guards. They're actually shooting guards. Byron Scott and Luke Walton tried their best to get D'Angelo Russell to be a point guard. Now, keep in mind, the guy's only 20 years old. So by him being 20 years old, it's a learning process. Now, I'm going to share with you guys the reason why. Well, I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to probably go into it as I talk about this. But for me, if I was the Lakers coach, and this is my opinion, this is my starting 5. And I know a lot of you are going to be shocked, but this is my starting 5 with the youth. At center, you already know who I'm going to put in center. Zubac, baby. Small forward, Brandon, Money Graham Ingram. That's small forward. And the guard spot, you should already know, D. Loden and JC. All right, with Lou Williams and Nick Young coming off the bench respectfully, to help these guys out. Not Lou Aldane. Nah, because if we developing and I would like to see where we're going from here. Like if they decide to keep Nick Young re-signed because he have a player option, I think at the end of the season, something like that. And I think Lou Williams is about to go after next year, something like that. So if we decide to re-sign Nick Young, I don't know what they're doing with him. But anyway, if they resign Nick Young to a 1-year contract, whatever it may be, then I would like to see the youth play. And that's my 4. Now, here's the shocker. My power forward. Larry Nance. I told Mike from Laker Talk a while back. Me and him had a nice little discussion about this because he, don't get me wrong. I like Julius Randle, but I love Larry Nance, dude. And the only reason I love Larry Nance is because I love his intensity and what he brings to the game. I believe his IQ is a much more higher than Julius Randle. I mean, a lot of guys might disagree. He's a little bit older. Julius Randle's still raw, still have untapped talent that he hasn't tapped into yet, and I think that he'll be better coming off the bench. Now, here's my reason why I would start Larry Nance over Julius Randle. If you notice, when Julius Randle is on the floor, he has the ball 85 to 90% of the time. That means if D'Angelo Russell is going to be the point, right, and they're trying to exercise him into becoming a point guard, then how come Julius Randle had the ball majority of the time? You cannot be a point and constantly only see the ball 25% of the time, where your power forward is bring down most of the time. And keep in mind, your power forward is an ISO type of player, so he's going to look for his shots first before he actually distributes to anybody that's open. So keep that in mind. Okay, so think about it. If you start Julius Randle, you have Julius Randle, JC, D'Angelo, right, and Brandon Ingram and Zubac. If you start them, now keep in mind, Julius Randle and JC are ball hogs. Now JC is the type of guy, he will try to look for his shots, but what guys fail to realize is that what shooting guards supposed to do. Shooting guards supposed to score. That's why they call it shooting guards. Okay, keep that in mind. A point guard is supposed to distribute the ball to other players to get them involved into the offense. That's why they call point guards. Now in this time, day and age, in the new league, these shooting guards are now point shooting guards. Like for Steph Curry and so on and so on. But at the end of the day, the point guard is supposed to get the other guys involved. So, me, like I said, I would start Larry Nance only because Larry Nance is an unselfish player. Brandon Ingram is an unselfish player, right? So you have Zubac, JC, and D'Angelo Russell. I will let Brandon Ingram bring the ball down. He'd be the point forward since he's unselfish and he looks to get everybody else involved. This will actually clear up a lot of opportunities for D'Angelo Russell to take open shots, set shots, pick and rolls with Zubac. You know what I mean? Also with Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram to me is a nice playmaker. And I'm not saying D'Angelo Russell isn't a playmaker, but Brandon Ingram is more unselfish than a lot of these guys. D'Angelo Russell, not saying he's unselfish, but I believe if D'Angelo Russell will actually have somebody that will pass to him, will he get a better opportunity to see a lot of open looks. He will knock down a high percent of his shots. A lot of shots are contested. So they're saying they were Nick Young, but I'm talking about the young guys. A lot of shots aren't contested. So based on the fact they are contested, his percentage drops, you know. So with that being said, I will have Brandon Ingram bringing the ball down, and D'Angelo Russell and JC will be my scorers, just like it was with Lou Williams and JC. Now the reason why JC and Lou Williams look, because both of them look to score, and they don't have nobody else in that second unit that's looking to score like these two guys. So with the first unit, Zubac will be, the ball will basically go down low to Zubac. I will start down low to Zubac to draw the double team and kick out to either JC or D'Angelo Russell for open shot, or if they on a fast break, I think Brandon Ingram will be much better because Brandon Ingram can actually go to the paint, draw the foul, or kick it out to a better guy. Now the reason why I like a Brandon Ingram because Brandon Ingram is unselfish and he loves to pass. And right now he's still young, he's a rookie, which a lot of people already know that. And just the point of him getting everybody getting them more involved in the game makes it much better. Larry Nance will fit the mold because number one, his shots are much more better than Julius Randle. That means he can come out from the paint. He doesn't need to get in the paint and become one-dimensional. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I never seen Julius Randle catch a lob. Maybe he did. I don't know. I probably fell asleep on it. I was probably picking my toes and digging up my nose. I don't know. Or I was probably eating a boogie. But anyway, I never see Julius Randle catch a lob. Okay? You never seen Miles catch a lob. And if he does, he fumble it. But Zubac, I seen him catch lobs. Now, Zubac, and you definitely already know Larry Nance can catch lobs. The reason why I'm saying this is because Zubac and Larry Nance, Zubac, yeah, don't get me wrong, over the course of time, Zubac is going to get better, but a lot of teams been double teaming him. He held his own against certain players, but the more and more he get to play, the more comfortable he become. And I believe that he's going to be a force inside. So I will go down low with Zubac, you know, get a couple lobs going, pick and rolls and stuff like that. Larry Nance could be on the wing, and he don't have to be out there on the, when I say the wing, I don't mean at the three-point arc. He could play like 15 feet from the basket, and he's a high octane energy type of guy where a lot of pick and roll, cut screens and stuff like that will get him easy lobs, easy layups. And that's how I look at it. And I would do that, and that would be my starting five. Julius Randle will come off the bench with Lou Williams and Nick Young. That's how I would do it. I would have him come off the bench, and I would bring Moscow off the bench too, you know. And I will also have, who else I'll bring off the bench? Who is it, Tar Black? I'll let Tar Black and Miles play together. It seems like they played better together than Zubac and Tar Black. So I'll have Zubac, you know, definitely starting. Larry Nance will be my power forward. D'Angelo Russell will be my point because at the end of the day, we don't have no other better point guard to come off the bench. Marcelo Hurts, don't get me wrong, he is a better point guard than all of them as in passing wise, but he just don't have the shots. And I think he's pretty good as a person that's come off the bench. So my starting five, like I said, will be Larry Nance Jr., Zubac, Larry Nance, the utility man. Make sure I say that so y'all can know his nickname because he's a utility man. You know, like Batman have his utility belt. That's what Larry Nance is because he does everything. So you got Larry Nance, Mr. Utility. You got Zubac. You got D-Loading, JC, Pretty Boy Swag, and you got Brandon MoneyGram Ingram. That's what would be my starting five. You got three unselfish guys because Zubac's kind of unselfish too. He will pass the rock and get other guys involved. And I would definitely, that's the roster I would go with. Now, that's me. Like I said, because JC will basically be the guy that's going to basically he's going to hit the rim. He's going to attack the rim. D'Angelo going to be the one banging the threes. Brandon will be attacking the rim, banging the threes once he get his shots down. Larry Nance going to be basically attacking the rim, hitting the three if it's open. He's not going to take a lot of shots, but he's going to basically play around the basket. And reason why I like Larry Nance and Zubac because that front court has been hurting on defense. Now with Zubac and Larry Nance, they play much better D to me. Larry Nance is somebody that if you post him up, he will get a block or two, and he'll play a little aggressive defense on you. I like Larry Nance defense. I'm not saying Julius Randle will have defense, but I like Larry Nance defense better. Zublock, as you can see, when he's in the paint, a lot of guys try to go there, but he actually tries to block shots, something that Mines government does not do on a continuous basis. Zublock, at least 80% of the time, try to block shot if he's not getting picked off or boxed out where he can't really rotate around the guy to get to it. But he plays pretty good at that center spot for me as a starter. So that's what my starting five will be, with the youth. And like I said, with Randle coming off the bench, because Randle at the end of the day, he got to get that jump shot down. Randle really got to get a jump shot down. And when he gets to the basket, he got to work better on his low post moves. But I just think that with Julius Randle having the ball, bringing the ball down, it hurts D'Angelo Russell. Because he looked for his shot first. Where Brandon Ingram, he likes to swing the ball. And I think JC will fit in that mode if you got guys actually passing around. Because at the end of the day, you're like, okay, well, we passing around, let's get to the open shot. Because they play good, they play much better when they're fluid and they're passing the rock. So JC will be the aggressive attacker to me out of those five, which is cool because you're going to need somebody on that starting five to be pretty dominant, and then D'Angelo Russell going to be eventually follow suit. He's going to be attacking the rim if he can stay healthy. That's my biggest problem with D'Angelo right now, his knees. He's too young to have knee problems, and I'm hoping, praying that this don't linger with him throughout the rest of his career, because it's going to really hamper him, and then y'all really going to be talking bad about those D'Angelo Russell haters and them non-Laker fans, that's waiting for him to just fall apart. But that's what I would do. Anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe. I would like for you guys to get in the comment section and tell me who will be your starting five out of the youth. You already heard mine, so I'd like to hear what you guys got to say. We got a game tonight. Let's root them on. I should be on Twitter tonight. I haven't really been on as much because I've been busy, but I should be on tonight chopping up with you guys, so definitely look out for me in my comments. I'm going to be going off. I'm not going to really go off too much. Put it like this. We playing Zublock. I'm not mad. I don't care about the loss. I said it before in a couple of my videos. I don't care about the losses as long as we come to put forth effort. If we come to play with effort and we give it all we got, I don't have no problem with it. So like I said before, like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. Definitely tell me who will be your starting five. With that being said, y'all have a blessed day. Take care and much love to you all.